Boom, boom. It's Foodie Friday. It's Foodie Friday. Yeah, it is Foodie Friday. And if you don't know what that means, if you're not familiar with Foodie Friday, each Friday here on Good Day Virginia, we highlight local restaurant chefs and even more throughout our area.
Yeah, today we're also honoring Veterans Day. WFXR's Hayes Marie Anderson introduces us to a veteran-owned restaurant that's sure to have you saying Mamma Mia or Howdy Cowboy. Why she got me saying this?
I'll say Mamma Mia. Howdy Cowboy.
Ciao, y'all, and welcome to Napoli Cowboy in Smith Mountain Lake.
First of all, everything's made from scratch.
And from the heart.
It's like eating in Little Italy, New York. And then Texas, you know, you get steaks and ribs like you're down in Texas. So where else can you go and get great Italian food in Texas?
Napoli Cowboy, that's where. Ray Wilson, a cowboy at heart, grew up in Mesquite, Texas. Didn't think one day he would own his own restaurant.
A pre-law student at SMU, and I ran out of money, and I was like, what do I do?
He joined the United States Navy.
Started out with a flight squadron in Alameda, California, doing bebops to Vietnam, and then I went to Guantanamo Bay for a year.
From there, he traveled around the world, serving his country for 21 years. Once retired, Ray decided to live the quiet life.
We were living in the Outer Banks and came up for a hockey game. And somehow we stumbled across this lake.
And the rest is history. Ray and his wife, Sue, bought the property for the restaurant 5 years ago and began their journey in introducing everyone to Italian and Texas cuisine. But why the combination?
Sue's family originates from Naples, Italy. Napoli being the Italian word for Naples. And then me and my son from Texas.
Napoli Cowboy is where the taste of Italy and Texas collide. So who better than to introduce us to this cuisine than sous chef Ray Wilson?
We have a lot of smoked foods, ribs, pulled pork. We got a lot of southern food mixed with Italian food, pastas, lasagna, pizza. It's a weird mingle of food, but it's worked out in our favor.
It's not just the food that keeps people coming back. It's the sense of familia, family, that is.
We call it the Napoli family. And I tell you, our patrons are like part of our extended family. We celebrate their victories and mourn their losses.
It's almost like walking in Cheers, but in Smith Mountain Lake, Virginia.
So while munching down on their Italian and Texas dishes, we had to ask, how does it feel to see people enjoying their food?
It's one of the best feelings in the world, that you can make something that, you know, either if it just happies their day or it's the best thing they've ever had, you know, some kind of positivity out of it. That's what we do it for.
Local in Smith Mountain Lake, Hazel Marie Anderson, WFXR News.
It's Foodie Friday. It's Foodie Friday. Yes.
Napoli Cowboy does offer a first responder and military discount.
And if you have a restaurant, you yourself have a restaurant that you would like us to highlight, send us an email all about it at news@wfxrtv.com. That's NEWS at WFXRTV.com.